Every week when I go out and gig, I take a picture of my setup. They vary a little bit, but the picture I took this weekend really blew up on Facebook. A lot of people like the picture. They're asking questions. The thread keeps on going and it's 3 days old. This is an upscale den in a country club. There's a fireplace just to the left, and you can see there's a grand piano in the room. Beautiful view. The paneling is very dark. The carpet is brown. The wallpaper is a darker tan. It would be very difficult to uplight this room. But when I walked in, I noticed that they already had a table set up, and they had what looked like a brown scrim. And I thought, well, that's interesting. I'll just use it instead of setting up my table, breaking this down, bringing another table, and putting a black scrim on it. Why not just use it? Save myself some setup time. I got in and I thought, well, what am I going to uplight? I can't uplight any walls, so I'm going to go ahead and backlight scrim. So I did that with the white, blew it up in amber, and that's the effect we got. And people love it. They're asking a lot of questions, so I thought I'd go ahead and break it down for you. A lot of people assume the moving heads are Inno pocket spots. These are actually a little larger. These are Inno Spot LED Y-Flies. Now, why I like these is because I don't have to run a DMX cable between one and the other. As far as controlling them, it's pretty simple with this UC3 remote control that plugs into the back of the master. They fit into this Ariba case real nice. Everything I need, the power cables, the UC3, I just stick it in there. And when it's time for a setup, all I really have to do is pull them out, plug them in, pop this in the back of my master, and I'm done. I can make them strobe if I want to at the touch of a button. I can make them go off. I can make them go on. I can change the show. Whatever I want to do right from the UC3 remote control. So very handy, very compact. I think they're a little bright for some of the gigs I've done, but for the most part, I think they're winners. They spray a lot of light around the room. People like them, and it takes no time to set them up. Now, behind the white scrims, I always use a pair of these. These are ADJ Y-Fly Par QA5s. Very cool light, bright. They do RGB A, which is red, green, blue, and amber. They're completely battery powered and wireless Wi-Fi. And I use this, a Wi-Fi RGB W8C controller. It's also Wi-Fi. You do have to plug this into the wall, but that's all you have to do. So no DMX cables. So I can just go with simple amber with RGB color mixing when I just want to do dinner or whatever color I want. Maybe I want to go green or whatever. I can go a combination of colors as well. I can make, I don't know, like a purple. I do purple a lot. But for this particular wedding with the colors in the room, I made it go amber. I was next to a fireplace. It kind of is a candlelight fire color. And then when it comes to dancing, I can simply go sound active, and I can let it do what it wants to do. Now I can also kind of turn that down. It turns into more of a fade if I want to. But it's also to the sound. So very cool, versatile light for that purpose. I've been using them all summer. And it all fits nice and neat into an Ariba case. So I've got 2 cases for all of my lighting. Very, very simple. And I do switch it up, but I found that these combination of lights have been very good to me. Easy to set up and effective. So that's it. It's really not different than what I've been doing at other weddings this summer. The colors just work well together. That brown scrim is a really cool option, and I talked to Gabe over at Scrim King. He said he can do that chocolate brown. He can do it on a custom order if anybody wants it. Let him know. I think I want one, Gabe, so I'm letting you know I want a chocolate brown as a custom order. That is a cool combination of colors. You can't produce brown with LED. So if you want that earth tone and you want it to look like it belongs there, like furniture in a room like that, you've got to go ahead and get your earth tone brown chocolate scrim or whatever color you want. You can do whatever you'd like, but that just worked well. It's just a simple, easy setup for me, yet it's effective. So there you go. Until next time, practice and enjoy.